Welcome to the Fan Perspective. I'm your host, Nathan Lau. Welcome to another edition of NBA Weekly. Here's what's been on tap so far. The Thunder became the first team to win 20 wins as they extend their win streak to 12 games. The Clippers extend their win streak to 11. The Knicks have won 8 of the last 10, while the Bulls, Heat, and Warriors and Magic have all won 7 of their last 10 games. The San Antonio Spurs appear to be on a downslide as they have lost 4 out of their last 5 games. They're still a great team, but all the injuries combined with constant back-to-back road games has caused them to slump slightly. Not only have the Spurs played 27 games, which is tied for the most in the league up to this point, but 17 of them have been on the road. The only team with more road games is Denver with 18. But I expect Popavich will be able to right the ship before they spiral completely out of control, especially since the rest of their December games will be at home. The Lakers have now won 3 in a row, but don't get too excited because they're beating teams like Charlotte and Washington. The Caveliers, Wizards, and 76ers have all lost 5 games in a row. New Orleans has lost 9 in a row, and no one beats the Bobcats though, because their losing streak has now extended to 13 games. A few milestones that have been passed and could potentially be passed over the weekend. Jason Kidd is now 8th overall with 1,336 career games played. He is 46 games behind Clifford Robinson for 7th overall. Kevin Garnett is now 2 games behind Charles Oakley for 15th overall. And the next game Derek Fisher plays, he will tie Patrick Ewing and Terry Cummings for 31st overall. Andre Miller is now 2 games behind Michael Jordan for 70th overall. J.R. Smith has reached 1,000 career three-pointers. Kevin Martin only needs 2 more to get 800. Sean Marion now has over 700. Kevin Durant now has over 600. Andre Iguodala needs 4 more to reach 600. Raymond Felton needs 6 more to reach 600. And Earl Watson needs 3 more to reach 500. David Lee now has 1,500 offensive rebounds for his career. Tim Duncan needs 19 defensive rebounds before he passes Moses Malone for 5th all-time. Chris Paul now has over 5,000 assists for his career. Tim Duncan needs 7 more to reach 3,500 for his career. Jason Kidd only needs 2 more steals to become only the 2nd player in NBA history with 2,600 career steals. Of course, the only person above him on the all-time list is John Stockton. So every milestone that Jason Kidd gets in this category, he will only be the 2nd player to do it. Ron Artest needs 11 more steals to become the 26th player in NBA history with 1,600. Sean Merriman has 6 less than Artest. Andre Kirilenko still needs 6 more to reach 1,000. Lamar Odom and Raymond Felton both need 4 more to reach 800. And Josh Smith needs 7 more to reach 800. Tim Duncan only needs 7 more blocks to pass Tree Rollins for 8th all-time. Tyson Chandler now has over 1,000 career blocks. LeBron James and Kobe Bryant now have over 600 career blocks. Marc Gasol needs 6 more to reach 500, and Joakim Noah needs 8 more to reach 500. LeBron James reaches 19,600 points for his career and continues inching closer to that 20,000 mark. Paul Pierce and Tim Duncan now have over 23,000 career points. Rasheed Wallace and Sean Merriman now have over 16,000 career points. Andre Miller needs 62 points to reach 15,000 for his career. Tony Parker now has over 14,000 career points, and Al Harrington needs 39 points to reach 13,000 for his career. And here are a few games that I'm looking forward to this coming weekend. First, we have tonight on Thursday. There's a full slate of NBA games. The ones that I look forward to are Oklahoma at Minnesota, because Rubio back. He and Kevin Love are teaming up, and they want to start making a splash, and they're hoping to do it against the best in the league. Miami at Dallas. The Mavericks have had a slow start to their season, and it doesn't get any easier going up against the defending champs. And then you have Denver at Portland, 2 high-energy teams facing off for the first time this season. There's going to be a few highlights from there. And then Friday, we've got Milwaukee at Boston. The Celtics You know, they had quite a losing streak. They just snapped it yesterday. They're hoping to keep that winning streak going, extend it to 2. Milwaukee's been playing surprisingly well this year between Jennings and Ellis. Let's see what happens. And then you've also got Chicago at New York, number 1 in the Central Division versus number 1 in the Atlantic. 2 of the top teams in the East facing off. And then you've got New Orleans at San Antonio. Anthony leads the Hornets against Tim Duncan as the Spurs begin a 4-game home stretch and try to get on a winning streak. And then on Saturday, you've got Chicago at Atlanta, 2 of the top teams in the East facing off. Memphis at Houston, Lynn and Harden try to lead the Rockets to victory over one of the league's best. The Lakers at the Warriors. The battle for California continues as the Lakers are still trying to get above 500, and now they face off against a Golden State team that has played surprisingly well this year. And then Sunday, we've got Minnesota at New York because Rubio and Love face off against Melo and the top-seeded Knicks. And then you've got Dallas at San Antonio. Bitter rivals face off in this intense showdown between 2 Texas teams. Y'all might not understand this, but I live in San Antonio, and anytime the Spurs play the Mavericks, it feels like a playoff game. That's it for this edition of NBA Weekly. Tune in next Monday for another all-new episode. Until then, I am your host, Nathan Lyle. This has been the Fan Perspective. Happy Thursday.